Have you ever been in a class and someone raised their hand to ask a question and you thought to yourself, I'm so glad they asked because I had the same question. I just didn't want to look stupid, or maybe I was too afraid to ask, or maybe I just got busy and forgot or thought I'll ask someone later. The moment that happened in one of my classes, when someone asked a question, everyone else raised and a lot of people raised their hand and said, yeah, I had the same question. I realized that when you're in an online course, you don't have the luxury of hearing the answer to other people's questions. Sometimes students email me questions and then no one else gets to hear the answer. So I'm going to make a short video each week just to give you some feedback and to hopefully answer some questions that maybe you were afraid to ask, or we're hoping you would just somehow figure it out. So this week, some of your classmates have emailed in questions, and they all kind of fall under 3 categories: textbook, Launchpad, and speeches. So let's jump in and talk a little bit about the textbook. Remember, we're using the Pocketbook Guide to Public Speaking. There's a picture on the welcome announcement. It's very small. It's a dark blue cover and inexpensive. You can get it on Amazon, the bookstore. The trick is you need a Launchpad code for that. You can actually buy a digital version of that, or just the Launchpad code, which will give you access to the ebook, but also to the software where you will record your speeches and you will do something called Launchpad learning curves. So some people said, what was the textbook again? And some people said, hey, I'm dealing with the Launchpad stuff. That's where those learning curves are. Do I need to do an assignment in Learning Curve and then turn around and do an assignment online? How do the points fall? The software with Launchpad and with Blackboard is pretty seamless. So when you complete a Learning Curve assignment, you'll see those points show up in your Blackboard gradebook. So that's kind of how that works. You'll also be recording your Who Am I speech under Launchpad, and you'll see, so one of your classmates said, how long does that speech have to be in Launchpad? You'll see a time limit, but it's 2 to 3 minutes. You'll get a signal that your time limit is up when you're giving your speech, but 2 to 3 minutes is the Who Am I speech, which leads me to my final point. Some people asked about speeches. So again, the time limit for the first one, 2 to 3 minutes. Make sure that you're looking at the assignment, including a unique fact about yourself, as well as why you're taking the course, what you hope to get out of it. Make sure when you're recording your speeches, someone asked, do I have to dress business casual? Not for the first one. This isn't extemporaneous. This is you sharing a little bit about yourself. I want you to imagine that we're in class. We're just trying to get to know everybody, and you're going to get up and say, here's who I am. Remember, I've posted an example that you can watch just to give you ideas and help you see kind of how to organize your thoughts a little bit. We will have speeches throughout the semester, and you will watch your teammate speeches. You'll learn more about that on Monday. So those are some questions that have come in. I don't know if you had the same ones, or maybe you were wondering, but I just wanted to give you kind of an update and also tell you that so many of you are doing a great job. You've logged in, you've gotten your Let's Get Started quiz done, you're staying on track. I think we're at about 80% of the class has really jumped in and said, I'm here, I've done the quiz, I've looked at the syllabus. Completing these assignments, you still have until Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Before those are counted late. So have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you next week.